Hello, my beautiful friends. How's everybody doing today? I know I've been gone for a while again, but I got really sick. As you can tell, my voice is a little raspy. It's a little hard for me. I start coughing, so hopefully I can get through this video. But it's been like 2 weeks, and I'm still really sick. I think it was COVID. I took a test, and it was just a little skeptical. It had like the two lines, but the line was very faint, the one line, and then 2 days later, I took another COVID test and it came up negative. So I don't know, either one of the tests were correct, but at either rate or any rate, I was very sick and still, not 100%. And then we really want to get this house, ready for garage sales, to put it up for sale. So right now, my whole basement is just full of stuff that I am just getting rid of. So we're going to do the garage sale this weekend. So I'm super excited to get rid of all of this, 10 years of just clutter. I was going through and I'm like, I don't need half of this stuff. It's just crazy. But at any rate, I just wanted to explain where I've been. So today I'm going to be using some makeup. Some things were sent to me, some things I purchased. So I really want to try some of this out. Some of this I've already tried out and I absolutely love it. But yeah, I thought we could hang out today. There's a few things I just want to talk about, but mostly just hang out because I missed you guys so much. So if that seems like something you might enjoy, please stick around because we're about to get into all that right now. Yeah, like I mentioned, hopefully I can get through this video without losing my voice completely. So yeah, it's a little, I don't know, every now and then it feels super scratchy and I feel like I have to cough. So if I do, just, bear with me. But I do also want to say I am just so devastated by what that hurricane did to our friends here. And you guys, if you're in those areas, of course you won't be able to watch this, but my heart just breaks for them. And I just can't believe the devastation and people can't get to them to help them. And I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, isn't there helicopters that they can take and drop down supplies, through parachutes? They did that, in a lot of the wars and stuff like that. So I know there is a way to get at least supplies to these people because I don't think they have water, a medicine, a food. So I am just, my heart honestly just breaks over that. I just can't even believe, the damage that caused. And they were not prepared for that. They're up in the mountains, most of these people, and, nowhere near the ocean really. And they just, I'm sure all of you have seen it, but yes, I please continue to, keep them in your prayers. Oh yeah. And my brother-in-law, he's down there actually. He's doing, it's called disaster relief. And I believe he's working on the electrical part of it. So God bless him. And God bless, all of you that have gone through this terrible, terrible, horrific tragedy. Okay, you guys, let's get into this makeup. I'm super excited. Alter Ego sent me another palette. They send me all the new palettes, and this one is absolutely gorgeous. Whoever does their art on their palettes and packaging is just phenomenal because like always that's what catches my eyes with their palettes is their packaging because look at this. It is so beautiful. It looks like the mountains. It's supposed to be a little spooky, it's coming out towards Halloween. So that's what they kind of wanted to make this seem. It's called Mist Haven. And again, I just love the art on this. And it's supposed to be a dupe. Unfortunately, I don't have the palette that it's supposed to be a dupe for, but the Huda Grunge palette. So I did a side-by-side picture. I'll place that somewhere around here. And you're going to see how close the two are. So I think all of the shades are in there. Sometimes when they do dupe palettes, they'll cut, like 3 of the shades out. No, all 18 shades are in here. So let me show you what it looks like. It does have a mirror. And again, this is the packaging, just like, the box that it came in. Absolutely stunning. And this is the palette right here. So as you can see, it is the same shades that are in that grunge palette. So when I first opened this, and I did want that grunge palette so bad, but there's 2 reasons. Number one, the price. I'm like, I really don't need another palette at the time when it first came out. And second, well, there's 3 reasons. And secondly, I honestly do not like Huda's eyeshadow palette, her formula. I think they're way too pigmented for me. I feel like I have to blend forever because I am a little heavy handed. So, yeah, that's just me personally. And the third reason is I was hoping that someone would come out with a dupe palette, which they did. So this one right here looks like a cream. So I think you could use that like as a base. And I'm actually going to use it today as like an eyeliner, but look at these shimmers. I haven't even touched it yet. I think what I'm going to do after this video is do some swatches and place that somewhere here just so you can see all of them swatched and what they look like. And again, I wish I did have the palette that it's a dupe for. I was looking at this palette. It's very interesting how they set it up. And actually, it's going to be quite helpful for what I'm going to do with this look. Again, with the grunge palette, I was a little scared that I would be very intimidated by some of these shades. But as I'm looking at this palette, because I'm like, what am I going to do? This row here looks like you could do one look. This row you could do another one, and this one. So it kind of has divided it out. And then, a few deeper shades over here. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to try it. Let's stay in this row here because even though it does not match my outfit whatsoever, this would match it more. But I do a lot of neutral looks, so let's go here. I should have wore black today. So I am going to prime my eyes with their eye primer. They always send an eye primer as well. And it's a really nice eye primer. It doesn't cancel out any of the discoloration or anything like that, but the shadows do stick to it really good. So it is a very nice primer, and it blends out. It's very hydrating on the eye. So if you have dry eyelids, this will be a really nice. Okay, so I think I do want to place, like a little base down. So I'm debating between these two shades here. I think this one might be a little bit too yellow. So I think I'm going to just start right here and place that on a really super fluffy brush. I've been doing this a lot lately, and it really does help. This is by Miss AOA. I think it's like their highlighter brush. But what I do is just place, some of the product on this brush and just place it all over the lid just to add it as like a little base. So, it's really not that, the primer is really not super tacky, and I can work with my eyeshadows just a little bit easier. Okay, so like I mentioned, I think I'm going to start with this shade here. And this is called a Plum. So it's a really pretty shade, and hopefully it's not too deep, because sometimes these shades, they look super light in the palette, but then they come out and they're really pigmented. So I'm going to go in pretty slow. And again, I'm going to use my Miss AOA brush here. And this one is really nice. It's supposed to be a dupe to the Morphe one. I forget what it's called. It was actually a collab with somebody. So anyway, it's supposed to be a dupe to those brushes, and it's pretty close, let me tell you. So that is really pretty. So I'm definitely going to have to cover up that one shade that I laid down. So that's what that looks like. That is super pretty. It's very light, it's a very light, I guess it would be like almost like a lavender shade. So it's absolutely perfect for what I'm doing right now. So I'm pretty happy I chose this little row here. It's super pretty. So yeah, I'm finally getting ready. I've been procrastinating with this garage sale because we have just so much ridiculous things laying around. I used to be really into crafts. I mean, really into crafts. So I have all of that stuff that I want to get rid of because I just don't have the time anymore. Especially since I started the channel, and then you got to do Schmidt Schmack and over on Instagram and all of that. So I honestly do not have time for crafts, and I do miss it because I used to make some really fun stuff, especially around like the holidays, Halloween. I would have done something really cool. But again, I just don't have time. So I'm getting rid of a lot of that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but it needs to be done. I mean, behind me, there was like, I don't even know, like a 6 foot a shelf that we're actually going to get rid of too, because that was just stocked of all of my crafts and stuff like that. So I'm getting rid of a lot of that. A lot of just stuff with the, I'm going to go right here, I think now. And I think I'm going to switch up mirrors. You guys know how I do not have very good eyesight. So me, seeing in that mirror is not working out. So I'm getting rid of a lot of kitchen stuff because I used to host a lot of parties here in the basement in the day when all of my family was here. And yeah, I used to do big Thanksgivings, all that. So I have all these dishes that I don't need anymore. I need to get rid of all of that. Chargers. We have a bar down here that we never use. So I have all of those bar, glasses. I mean, just tons of stuff, you guys, just a ton. So I'm going to have to actually do a garage sale for probably 2 or 3 weekends. So I'm going to be, very busy. So again, I'm not going to probably be able to post as much as I like, but I really want to do an Amazon one because the sale is coming up on the 8th and 9th, their big sale that they have every year. So I'm going to hope, to sneak in some time to tape that because I would like to show you guys some things that I think is worth looking into, and hopefully they will be on sale on the 8th and the 9th. Yeah, these are blending out really nice. What I do like about them is that they are buildable. They're not a super, super pigmented. Like I have a feeling with the Huda one, you would just dip your brush in it and it's super, super pigmented and rich is the only thing that I can explain with the eyeshadows that I have used of hers. They're just very rich. So they're really hard for me to blend out. And yeah, for me, it's just too much. Now, if you're really experienced with, putting on a makeup, very light-handed, I'm sure you would have no problem with her palettes, but I actually really do. Okay, so now I think I'm going to go into this shade right here, the bottom, on the bottom there. And that one is called Murk. And the one I just used was a Thistle. So let's go into Murk. And this looks like a deep, I don't know, maybe plum or burgundy, but we will find out. And hopefully it will not irritate my eyes. I have mentioned that in the past that sometimes these shades can, cause my eyes to water. For some reason, I think there's like something in the dye that does that. So I'm just building up very slowly. Again, I don't want it to be over at the top. So as you can see, yeah, it really builds up very nice. Yeah, if you've never owned their palettes, they're relatively affordable. Like this one, I think is $24, which I think is very reasonable, especially for this quality of palette. And comparing to drugstore prices anymore, I think this is very reasonable. And now the only thing is, yeah, you can't find it in stores. You have to go through the website and purchase on their website, but they're really quick with their shipping. Okay, so I cannot decide between a shimmer because, yeah, this one is very hard. I do want to use either one of these. One of these. So I think with the look I'm going for, oh gosh, it's not going to look good with this outfit. Oh gosh, it's hard. You know what? Let's swatch these two right now and just see what I'm going to do here. So this one here is Moon and this one here is Secrets. So that is Moon. Oh, that's interesting because that looked more like a gray or something in the palette. Or am I backwards here? No, this one is Moon and that one here is Secret. So this one is more, hopefully you could tell it has like a plum and a shift to it. So I think I'm actually going to go with Moon. I am so confused, you guys. No, this is very, very bizarre. Okay. Okay. So the lighter one is, okay, that light one is this shade here. I would have thought the opposite. This is Moon, or this is the deep shade right here. Okay. I am that just threw me off a big time. I had to go back and check. So we're going to use Secrets, this one here. So, yep, we're going in with Secrets. Okay, this is Secrets. And, okay, now I will say this is more, of a satin finish. It's not chunky whatsoever. So this is an interesting formula. It's not necessarily a shimmer at all. Yeah, this is a different kind of formula. You could definitely use that as a eyeshadow for sure. As you can see, yeah, unfortunately, this is not the look that I was aiming for, but we're going to make it work. But it's very pretty, as you can see, all the different shifts there. And now what I think I'm going to go into is just to try to lighten things up here and just add a little life to this look. I think I'm going to go into this one here. It's called, I believe it's called Cluster, but it's very pretty. It looks like it has a little bit of a pink shift in it, so maybe that will, ooh, yeah, this is going to really, okay, this is going to save the look right here. It's very finely broken up little shimmers or particles here, but there's pinks, there's purples, there is silver. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Now, the thing is, even though it's super lightweight, I feel like all the little glitter isn't flying everywhere. It's just staying pretty compact to where I'm touching. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely beautiful. Hopefully you guys can pick up all the different little shifts in that shade there. So what I'll do is hurry up and finish up this other eye because I don't want this video to be super long. So that's what I'll do, and I'll come back and we'll move on with the rest of the products. So now what I think I'm going to do is go into, it's called a shadow, and that is that a cream shade right here, and use that as my liner and see how that goes. Now, I'm not sure how long lasting that will be, so I'm going to just place a little bit on the back of my hand, and we'll try that out later. I don't think it's supposed to be waterproof or anything like that, but we will certainly find out. So it is very creamy for sure. I love palettes that do that, that add like that little bit of a cream shade in here, because that is very helpful. You don't have to really go in and find an eyeliner or create an eyeliner with your shadows. So I do appreciate that. So I'm not going to do a really huge wing today. So as you can see, I have messed up pretty good with that wing, but you can always fix that with a wipe here. I've just been doing that lately. I'm not even caring. I just been going on and just clean it up with the wipe, and it works out perfectly. So right now that looks really good. And again, I'm going to create quite quite the mess. And I'm just going to take my wipe and clean that up, and voila, I have my little wing. So what I'm thinking too, if it starts, smearing, if I find that it's not going to be super long wearing that cream shade, what I think I'll do is just go over it with this black shade just to really set it. Okay, I did get something else sent to me. This is by Swede. I had never heard of this brand before, but they sent me 2 mascaras now. I've been using this one here. It's called their Cloud one. I love this mascara. I loved it right out of the packaging. It just went on, my lashes beautifully. And yeah, I just be using it every day, and it does not irritate my eyes. It's clean and vegan. So, and then they sent me this one here. This was just different. Did you hear my voice? I sound like Peter Brady there. Okay, so this is the wand here. It's one of those that has bristles on one end, very small bristles, and then it looks like it's almost flat. So, and it's the shade brown. So this one I've been using on my lower lashes. But yeah, those kind of brushes just kind of intimidate me. But this one here, the Cloud one, is very nice. I'll just do a few strokes here with this mascara. It just really latches latches onto my lashes here and just creates, a lot of volume, length, and yeah, I mean, that's just a few strokes. I just feel like it just lifts my eye. I just really love this. I always love my Lawless one, the one and done, but this one, I don't know. It's very close. The Lawless One and Done, I find, does dry out a little quick. And this one, I'm not getting that same sensation. So what I'll do is do 2 coats. I'll come back and I'll show you what the lashes look like then. But I will tell you, I really love this. And you can find it on their website or on Amazon. And I'll place everything that I'm using today in the description box. And if you guys use any of those links, I do receive a small commission. And I thank you so much because it does help me with future purchases for the channel. So just putting that out there. So I'm going to do 2 coats and I'll be right back. Okay, I just had a coughing fit, so hopefully my mascara isn't all over the place, but this is 2 coats of the mascara. As you can see, it's really nice. And again, I've been using it almost every day because it does not irritate my eyes. I just love it. Okay, so let's get into the complexion part. You know how much I love this. I do have a new product, a couple new products in this area as well. So I went over on Schmidt Schmack, and I'll tell you why. Usually I don't hang over there anymore, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Hopefully I have time because I do want to talk to you guys a little bit more about some things, and yeah, and hopefully I won't make this video too long. So I went over there and I saw this product, and from now on, if I order something over there, I'm going to look at, how many ounces these products are because this is what I got. It's like little miniature, and I can't even remember how much I paid for this, but it's the snail mucin, but it's more like a balm. So you guys know how much I love my snail mucin. So I thought I could place this little product here. So it looks like this. But you do get quite a bit of product. Okay, so, and I don't think I would be using a lot of it, but I thought I would place that under my eyes. My under eyes are very dry. And again, because I am a 53, almost 54. Oh my gosh, I'm almost 54 in a few more months. Anyway, I thought this would really help that situation. So yeah, feels very hydrating. It's not as smooth or a slip as some of my other balms, but it does feel good, and maybe it'll work really good under my makeup. Okay, and then I am going to use this, my Maybelline Master Blur Stick. You know how much I love this. So this just really fills in the pores and really kind of conceals, fine lines. It just kind of blurs it. Okay, and then for a primer, I think I'm going to use this. I got this on one of Tati's little marathons she had over on Schmick, and it's by RMS Beauty, and I really do like this. What I love about this product is it's a primer and a skincare. So it does have like a gel-like, I don't know, substance to it, but it goes on. It's just very, I don't know, hydrating, and because it does have squalene in it, hyaluronic acid, it has like some kind of triclone or not, oh no, what is that called? Had to look at that titanol in it, which is really good for fine lines, wrinkles, firmness, lifting, toning, and it's in a lot of like, I don't know, like Botox products. So, but it does have like a little grip to it. So I've been really loving that. I love a primer that does both, skincare, or even if it's like a sunblock, if it's dual a purpose. So I really do enjoy that. It was not cheap though. Normally it's like $45, but I think I got it for half off over on where. I am dying here. I'm coughing like crazy. Okay, again over where. I ordered this, and I didn't want to buy the full product because I don't know if I'm going to like this because it's supposed to be blurring, which tells me that it can be drying. It's supposed to be, I don't know. I just was, very afraid to buy the full size. So I got it over there. This was $15. Again, had I read how many ounces this is, which is 0.33 fluid ounces, I just would have went to Sephora and picked up like the a tester, where they put it in the little containers for you. But anyway, I paid $15 for this, and it is I got the shade Macaroon 230 neutral. Now this comes in, I think it's a 29 shades. I think it retails normally for like $37. I'll place that somewhere around here. It has 1.5% niacinamide in it. It's supposed to smooth, refine the look of uneven texture and tone. It has a pore blurring result, and also it says it's lightweight, medium to buildable coverage. So it doesn't say it's supposed to be airbrushed finish, all that. I have seen a lot of people that do have dry, mature skin that do like this. So I'm really hoping. How cute is this? It's actually quite cute. So I'm just going to mix this up. So it doesn't say if it's supposed to be super long wearing, anything like that. It's just saying it's supposed to be a blurring. So this is the shade right here. It does have a more runny finish. So let's try this out. The shade, I don't know. It might be a little bit too yellow, but we're going to try to make it work. So I'm just going to go in smaller increments, just because I don't know how much to use. I don't know how quickly this is going to dry down. So right now it seems to be blending pretty easily. It's not like really, and I do have like a little bit of a sticky primer. So I don't know. Let's try it out. Oh gosh, this is going to be a risk near my hair here. So the shade isn't too bad actually. So let me get my 10 times mirror and we will see what it looks like close up. It's a very nice finish. I will say that. It's not too matte. Let me see if I can tell a difference. Let me come closer. I will say it's very pretty. It doesn't look chalky on my skin. My skin actually looks hydrated. I shouldn't have used that pore filler because I probably would have got a better idea. I will say though, this side does look smoother, even though I do have the pore filler on this side. This side does look smoother. So let's finish off and just see. I'm actually pleasantly surprised how much I do like this. I was very nervous that it was going to look chalky on my skin because, blurring or anything like that, again, it can be a little bit more mattifying, and matte finishes do not look very good on my skin. But I really love the finish. I love the coverage, actually. It's not too much. It's just right. You can still see a little bit of my imperfections peeking through, but I actually love this amount of coverage. It's just perfect. And I will place somewhere right here, I will do like what it looks like in natural lighting. Just because like I said, I think this video is going to be out of control long. And I also will let you guys know somewhere in the video or down in the description box how long this lasted. And honestly, this is a foundation that I would place under my eyes. I've been doing that a lot lately. So let's do it. Let's see what it looks like. So I haven't been using concealers at all. I've just been using whatever I'm using on as my foundation. I'm using it as my concealer too, because I feel like I can use this under my eyes because I feel like it's not a super drying. It actually does have some hydration to it. As of right now, you guys, I'm really loving how this looks on the skin. Again, if I was, usually with my wear tests, I do like to not wear primers under it just to see this, can make a huge difference. But I don't know. I really do. I love it. So also I do want to place a little bit on the back of my hand, and we will test later if it oxidizes. It's just good to know. So I placed that right here. That's fresh. So we'll go back in later. So I'm super impressed with that. I'm very, very happy. Okay, so I did bring down her powders because I think it'd just be appropriate. And I brought down her Easy Bake. This one is the Easy Bake and Snatch. So it's like a pressed powder. Now this one I feel, and it's supposed to be blurring, I feel like there's almost like a little bit of a glow, not glitter or anything, just a glow, just so you know. And then I also brought down her Easy Bake, and this is in sugar cookie, and this is her loose powder. So what I think I'm going to do is because I do feel like it does need to be set, believe it or not. It does feel a little bit tacky, so you could let that really dry down before you go in with any powders, but I'm just going to go in with a lot of powder right now because I need to. Okay, it looks like I did forget my powder brush, and I'm just too lazy to go upstairs, so I'm going to use this little poof here. So I'm just going to place a little bit on that and just lightly go over the entire face. And right now it is going to look like it is changing or altering the shade of my foundation, and that's actually okay because it is just a little bit too deep for me. But the more that you blend it in, it does kind of take that little white cast away. And if you use a brush, you really can't tell that. I'm just placing quite a bit of powder on. Okay, and to really blur things out, let's use the Easy Bake. And I'm going to place quite a bit, as you can see, on the sponge. And then I'm going to remove some of it and just tap into where I have a lot of pores. And then you can also just place a little bit because I'm getting a little bit of creasing under the eye. And that will happen if you do use your foundation. You will get some creasing only because it's a lot thinner than a concealer. But once you set it just slightly with some powder or just take some setting spray and go over it, it looks so nice and it lasts pretty good all a day. Okay, so that is it of the powder. I'm thinking everything is looking really airbrushed and really pretty. Okay, so for bronzer, what I think I'm going to use, I hardly ever use this on the channel, and I don't know why, because I absolutely love it. It's by Laura Geller. It's her Baked Bronze and Brighten, and I got mine in the shade Fair. So that's what this looks like, and you're going to see how beautiful this is. Now, her bronzers are pretty pigmented, so you want to be a little light-handed, but as you'll see, this almost has like a red undertone. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. It almost looks like you went out in the sun and just got some, just a little bit of pink to your skin. I love her products. I think you all know, if you've been here a while, my love for Laura Geller products. And yeah, this brush here is funny story. My daughter-in-law picked it up for me for Christmas, and she got herself one as well. And at first, her and I, we were like, I don't know about this brush, because you got to be very careful. Like, you literally have to just tap, because it picks up so much product and it keeps it in the bristles. Like, it doesn't go flying all around. Like, even if I was to tap it off, it does not really tap out. So once I got the hang of it, I love how perfect, look how good, I can do that edge here with my bronzers, and it really just creates that really nice snatch look. So while I'm putting this on, and hopefully again I'm going to have enough time and keep this in, I'm going to keep it in no matter what. I'll cut something else out. About this hurricane, I'm just so devastated about it and frustrated about it. Lately, I've been staying away from Schmidt Schmack. It just gotten, I don't know. I just don't like it over there. It's almost become like Facebooky people. It's just become, you don't know it's real anymore anyway. But I've been going over there a lot lately because I'm very disappointed with our news stations, because they're really not giving a lot of coverage about, this, the hurricane, which is, I find very bizarre and, I don't know, concerning, because why are they not showing what's going on? And the lack of effort for anyone to be able to go help them. I just cannot believe in this day and time, day and ages, that, like I said, you can't go and drop supplies, pick people up. There are so many people, it's just devastating. It's almost like I had to ground myself off of a Schmidt Schmack because I was becoming very depressed, seeing that. And some of the people over there, it just made my stomach turn. There are just some, I'm sorry, nasty, mean, awful people in this world. And the things that they're saying, they're happy that they got washed away because they, you know, the red states. Have people lost their minds? Have, where is human decency? Where is, oh, you guys, who says that? I don't care where you are in your political stance. Who says that? Who in the right mind says that? It just made me disgusted. Who says that? I mean, there's not just, there's humans, there's babies, there's, you know, animal life, there's, you know, dogs, cats, horses. I mean, oh, God. Anyway, I had to say it. I got it off my chest. Yes. Yeah, please be kind to people. Please. I know none of you would say that because I know each and every one of you pretty much. You know, I know none of you would say that. I just wanted to let you know that is what some people are saying out there. Disgusting. Okay, so got over my little rant. Be kind. Be kind. Okay, Ravie Beauty, Alley Glines. She sent me her new blushes. They are absolutely stunning. And let me show you. Yeah, here is the packaging here. Again, I've already tried, I think only 2 of the shades. I have not tried this last one, and I think I'm going to try it today. So this one is called a Daydream, and this is the packaging here. Very simple, sleek. I love that you can see, it's kind of like, you know, the Laura Geller, you can see the baked formula. So just add another coffee bit. So at one time, these were cream and they bake it. It was such a process. If you want to see that, go over to her channel and check it out. It's really cool. So they once were cream and they, you know, she has all these different shades in here baked into this and it's absolutely stunning. So I'm going to swatch this one for you because I have already worn this one and I do want to wear something else today. So, and what's nice, you know, nice about her blushes is that they're buildable, just like her lipsticks. So as you can see how that deepened right up. So that's what I love about her blushes. So the next one is Paradise. And again, you know, same packaging, of course. And this is the shade here. So compared to the first one I just showed you, this one is more like a I don't know, like a really pretty mauve pink, but as you can see, again, there's like almost like a bronzy shade in there. She was really picky on how she mixed these shades. She did mention that. So let me build up on this one so you can see the two together. So this one is more like a coral and again, more like a mauve. But the shade that I want to use today that I have not used is called Oasis. I'm just coughing half to death over here. And it's absolutely beautiful, super, super rich, and it looks like it's going to be very pigmented. So I'm going to be very careful with this shade. Absolutely stunning, but I think it'll be fun with this look that I have going on. And she also has brushes. It's beautiful. It's super, super soft. I love the shape of it. And it just applies my blush perfectly. So let's go in with Oasis and ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, that's going to be a pigmented. Oh gosh, I'm going to be very careful. Now, her other ones are not pigmented whatsoever, but this one is going to be great for all skin tones. So if you have a super light skin tone, like me right now, it's pretty light. You're going to want to go in with very little product. And if you have, you know, more of a rich tone, a skin tone, this is going to be absolutely stunning. So isn't that beautiful? And it just blends out so beautifully. That's what I love about her brush. I mean, look again, it just, you know, perfect placement. And the more that I'm blending it in, as you can see, it just really turns into that perfect shade. Absolutely stunning. Okay, you guys, I think we're winding down to the end. Let's go back into this palette here. And I think what I'm going to do, I don't know, I feel like I just want to grunge it up just slightly. So what I think I'm going to do is grab like a very thin brush here and grab a little bit of that black, not the cream black, but the matte black. And just place that on this outer corner here. And go into that wing, just kind of connect them. And then I think I'm going to go into the shade Thistle here and place that like on a pencil brush and just go all along the lower lash line. Okay, so that kind of did grunge it up a little bit. I think that looks really fun and pretty. And then what I think I'm going to do is go into something different for my inner corner. I think this one here, the one I was using, the cluster, I think it's just going to be too, I have too many little fine glitters going around. So what I think I'm going to do is use this shade Dream here and place that again on this pencil brush that I cleaned off. And just place that. Ooh, that is super pretty in this inner corner here. Oh, I love that. That is really gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm really liking this eye look. I was a little nervous there for a second, but it's really looking pretty. Okay, so I did get a new, this is so this is so a new purchase, but it was purchased so long ago, and it's by Laura Geller, and it's her waterproof lip liner, and it's in the shade, it looks like Sassy Spice. So I love her lip liners, though. They're really neat. So it looks like this. What is so unique about them is the tip. Look at that. It has like a little flat edge. It just makes application very, very easy. So, and they're super creamy. Hopefully this will go with this look. And because I do have another one that has more of a pink undertone, but we'll see if it works because I do have a new, well, it's not new. It was with a previous purchase, but I didn't get to use it that day because I had purchased so many other things. And it's by She Glam. And it's in the shade Sepia Kiss, I think. But it's one of these click ones here. And, you know, it's just kind of like all of them coming out. Oh, I think that's going to be the wrong shade. Oh, gosh. Let's see if it'll work. You never know. Yeah, it's more, I wanted more like of a pink, obviously, to go with this look. Ooh, but it goes on really nice. What I like about this one, more so than the NYX and the e.l.f. one for sure, and even the Tarte one, it's not that goopy feeling when I put it on. It's just very smooth and hydrating. So out of all of the click ones, I actually like this formula the most. And I mean, the shade is okay. I didn't bring anything else down, so it's going to have to work. And then to set everything, I think I'm going to use this here, my favorite, my Turtur. This is such a nice setting spray. Has a really fine mist. And what I find with this setting spray is when I do place a little bit on my sponge and just lightly tap over everything, it's a little blurring. It just seems like, you know, so is my Fab Lukes. It really makes a huge difference. Any setting spray, to tell you the truth. It just takes any of that powdery look away and just makes your skin look really airbrushed. Okay, so this is the final look. I'm super happy with everything. I might change up my lipstick and I might even change my outfit if I'm going to go out. Heck with that, who cares? It does not go, but it's super pretty. I love that palette. Let's check here to see if that Huda does oxidize. So I'm just going to place a fresh little amount here. And yes, it does oxidize, just so you guys can see the difference here. So, you know, the longer it stays on your skin, it is going to get a little deeper. So, which I really, you know, I think it looks actually fine on my skin. So if I was to order a shade, I think I might just go with this one. Okay, and then also let's see if that cream of formula is waterproof. Again, it doesn't claim to be, but let's just see. You know how I like doing that. So I just placed a little bit of water on there, and it's not god awful. You know, I do have to wipe away pretty good for it to come away. So, or go away. So, you know, I think it's pretty long wearing. I think if you place that black eyeshadow like I did over it, you're not going to have a problem, with the wing or anything that you create with that. All right, you guys, that's the end of today's video. I went through everything. Again, look down in the description box to see how everything wore. Love this palette. I think if you get this, you're going to be very happy. You're going to be able to create any look that you see that the Grunge palette creates. I absolutely love Alley Glines blushes. They are absolutely stunning. All the shades are beautiful. They're super long wearing. Again, I've already tried that out. I'm super interested to see how long this lasts. If you're looking for a primer, a skincare combo, and don't mind spending a little extra money, this is really, really good. It's very, very nice primer. I love that. I love the powders. I've used that in the past. I love my Laura Geller, both the lip liner and no disappointments today. Everything was absolutely fabulous. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, keep all of those states that are affected by Hurricane Helene in your prayers. Please pray for all of those affected that are really, really struggling right now to find, shelter, food, and medicine. Please keep them in your prayers. All right, you guys, I can't wait to see you again. I love you so much. And until next time.